How's the spring been going so far for you personally?
The O-line's been great. It's been fantastic to see all the guys come in. We've had 2 great transfers, Pritchett and Spindler. They're doing great ball. It's really fun to work with them. Study the playbook with them, learn from Rocco, learn from Elijah. They've both been at big-time places. So being able to come into a position where they might not have known the playbook originally, but they're getting to know it and they're getting to get in that mold. The O-line group's looking great. It's fun to play again. Obviously I was hurt for a while, so it's fun to just get back out there, fly around, have fun, and just do it. For the love of Christ and for the love of God. So it's just a good time.
Have you been picking Rocco's brain about what it takes to get to a national championship?
Yeah. So very, very fortunate. I learned that he was going to be on the team when I was out of state over the break, and when we came back, I was stoked. Get to play next to this dude who's played in national championships, played at the highest level. He's seen what it takes to get there. He's seen all the talent in the world, and just learning from him, kind of scheme stuff. You'll see the way that he reads defense, that's how he picks things up. We both have 2 sets of eyes and 2 different sets of eyes, and it's fantastic to work with him. He's a brilliant mind, and really excited to get to the opportunity to play with him.
Can you go back through kind of what your injury situation was and how much time you missed? I mean, I don't know that we ever got clarity on what your exact situation was.
Yeah, so around the week of UCLA, USC, I thought I had a high ankle sprain, developed into a stress fracture in my ankle, my right tibia to be exact, and I missed the entire remainder of the season from USC on. Walked with the guys, went to camp up in New York, had a great time with them, but really just getting back from that injury. I was back before mat drill, so I was really excited for that. That was a big goal of mine, was to be back for that, team bonding, but also just a milestone. You don't know when your last day is going to be playing football, and I'm glad that I'm back on it. So.
How important were mat drills for you coming back from injury and just getting back into it and being forced to really be in shape?
Yeah, a lot of people said take your time, and I, at the end of the day, trusted God and trusted that He had a great plan for me. Really just attacked it every day, got into the training room. We have one of the, if not the best medical staff in the country, in my opinion. And they all take care of you to the best of their abilities. They all want you to succeed. They all want to see you play good on the field and be happy off the field. So working with that team, Drew and all of his staff, they did a great job. And just getting back out to mat drills, it was just fun to be out there again, be with the guys. Being in it versus having to watch from the sideline. It's not as fun when you get to watch, but it's really fun when you get to play with your guys. Brotherhood and all that.
Yeah. The O-line, you've got some key guys out this spring, but how important is that for guys like you that are getting back into it, or just younger players to bring them along because they have to practice more?
Yeah, it gives a lot of time for these younger guys to get experience. You see out there we're running 3 groups. We're looking really good. I like the way that the younger guys are competing. We want to compete this spring. There's not really a depth chart situation going right now, so you just want to see who's the best guy out there on the field. And being able to compete to the best of their ability has been great. Unfortunately, we have so many guys out, and it just keeps getting more and more. It's just football, the reality of the sport. But as you give those guys the opportunity to step up, it's really cool to see them getting that light and perform to the best of their ability. I feel really confident in our entire line room, and just seeing them all succeed is really fun.
Where have you been working this spring? What position have you been primarily working?
Primarily right tackle. Worked a lot of right guard last fall camp, last season. Just with Bryce over there, learning from him, learning from Henry, and going into that right tackle spot for the spring session.
That's more comfortable for you
yeah.
than guard, right?
Yeah, played right tackle in high school. Really just feel more free out there, a little bit more open. Long arms, big wingspan. It's a little more fun to play out there, be on the edge.
How did kind of playing at guard, though, I mean, does that help you at all as you kind of come back and kind of, I guess, having a bigger understanding of the offense, or does it really matter?
It's in a situation where you want to learn something from different teachers. You learn something from Coach Raiola or Coach Rule, or when Dominic Raiola comes back into town, he talked with us, or we have so many great people that come back and just really want to support the team, and learning from all of them. Same thing when you're playing a position. You go into guard, you see things from different set of eyes. You can see that interior blitz more rather than the exterior. You're only seeing the cats and the safeties off the edge. And also just in the pass pro and the run game, you really get used to your body playing in a tight space. So when you have that tight next to you, you don't feel like you're enclosed because you're used to that guard spot. So it's really developed my game in a better sense. And now that we have time on tape with both of them, I think it'll be really beneficial.
How tough is it when you're sending off to the side during camp and whatnot? How tough is it to balance wanting to be back out there but wanting to heal properly at the same time?
two key words of our program right now are Ubuntu and Mudita, both heritageal background words. The Ubuntu is I am because you are or we are, the different translations. You can't be who you are without your teammate next to you being great, especially in the O-line. You have 5 guys playing as one, and you need 5 guys playing as one. And Mudita, it's pure joy for the man next to you and his successes. So being in that observatory role, I'm just so excited to see the guys come in and play the best of their ability. Loved watching how the guys played in New York. When Houston Torres came up and just helping him, coach him along the way when we were in New York, it was his first practice with us. Really, Donnie gave me the opportunity to help coach him and guide him, and it helped me at the end of the day. And the biggest thing, with it all, is, I want to do everything for my teammates. I want to be out there. I want to give them as much as my body as possible. So making sure that I get healthy as fast as possible to get back there. That's why that big mat drill goal. I had that big mat drills goal. Yeah.
How's that feel now that that's kind of behind you?
It's fantastic. I learned from that experience that I can play a lot more free. I can play with a lot less things in my mind than having to, be stressed out all the time and worry about injury and all this stuff, and just enjoying every rep, giving every rep my all, because I never knew when my last rep was going to be, and hopefully it doesn't come out anytime soon.
You guys are a pretty tight-knit group with the offensive line. I mean, how do you kind of go about bringing in a guy like Elijah and Rocco, kind of, midstream and things like that? I mean, how was that process going?
So the O-line, like you said, super tight-knit group. We're all hang out together. A lot of guys live together. We're always grubbing. We're always playing games. We're always having good times. We all sit next to each other in the locker room. And one of the big things we want to make sure when we're bringing somebody in is if they're going to fit the culture. When we were recruiting Elijah and Rocco, a lot of the guys were off campus. A lot of guys were back home, given that January break. But Coach made sure that we had that interaction with them. We had that opportunity to get to know them, and we've loved them both. We thought they were going to both be great fits, and they've shown out to be fantastic. It is a little bit of a change. I transferred from Utah back in the day. I said that was almost 3 years ago. That's wild. But I transferred from Utah and coming into a room that's established. You want to mold, but you also want to bring your best interest into that. And Rocco and Elijah are doing a great job at that.
Was that tough coming in that way? Because you were after spring ball, you transferred, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So University of Utah, transferred after my second spring ball there. Came in the summer. Really got really close with Teddy Prohaska and Gunnar Gatula through that opportunity. We were all lifting at 6:30 in the morning, so it gave me a great opportunity to get to know them, get to know the freshmen, and blend it at a slower pace. These guys come in. You start with mat drills. It's a little more aggressive than starting off with a little summer conditioning workout. So, yeah.
Who else has been working at right tackle with you?
Right now, right tackle, we're looking at Henry Latovsky. He's doing a great job. He can't take the live reps that a couple of the rest of our guys can, but he's doing a great job, especially coaching from behind, getting in that observatory role. In terms of guys on the field, it's right now it's me, Grant Briggs, and Brock Knutson. All 3 guys that have played right tackle in their past, and we're looking really good. I'm excited to see them grow. They're both young guys that have really grown into their shoes, and excited to see them learn the offense a little more and more each day.
I mean, you guys are replacing Ben Scott, who, the center is such a key piece of that line. I mean, how has that process kind of gone, and how have you seen guys kind of stepping up to replace him?
Yeah, so, when you look at that opportunity, the center's, he's the focal point. He's called the center for a reason, He's got to work with the quarterback. He's got to work with the O-line. He's got to give us all our points and everything like that. And making sure that we had a guy that we all trusted, we all had faith in. And Justin Evans did a fantastic job moving from left guard to center. He's been an amazing help. He was learning from Ben all of last year, preparing for this step in his career. We kind of anticipated it coming up. Coach does a great job of making sure guys are ready for everything. And when he stepped into that role, there was almost no changeover. Justin's doing a fantastic job. And you have guys like Sam Sledge, Jake Peters, Houston Torres. They're all fantastic players, and they're all learning more and more each day. And I'm really excited to see how Justin grows in this new position.
Cool.
Perfect. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.